Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we are going to tackle something absolutely wild. We're taking a ridiculously chaotic sci-fi sequence and breaking it all down into clear, structured lore. Imagine a world packed with heavily armed cyborg animals, decaying cyberpunk cities, and some seriously intense, high-stakes ideological battles. So grab a seat and lock in, because we're about to dissect the anatomy of a biomechanical climax, and trust me, we're mapping out this chaos step by step. Hurry up and leave the city center. I mean, right off the bat, that frantic opening line just drops us directly into the danger zone. It's a high-stakes cyberpunk evacuation, it's terrifying, and it instantly sets the stage for the crazy ride we're about to decode. The stakes for the people in the city, literally life or death. Section 1. The Cyberpunk World, Urban Rescue, and Cybernetic Chaos. Listen to this phrase, "You are not a weapon." This hits the nail on the head when it comes to the core tension of this world. Spoken by our protagonist to a cybernetic animal, it tells us exactly where our heroes stand. These creatures, they're not just mindless killing machines. They're actually tragic victims desperate for shelter. Our heroes are literally risking their own lives to save them, not fight them. It completely flips the script on how we view the impending battle, right? So, what's actually happening on the ground? Well, it's pure chaos. Massive evacuations are underway, terrified civilians are fleeing to shelters, and scattered all over this crumbling city are these heavily modified cybernetic animals. So how do you even find them in all this mess? Their distress signals are being tracked through specific urban rescue nodes. And the really crucial part? These nodes were set up by a brilliant doctoral student named Leo. Honestly, his network is pretty much the only thing keeping hope alive in this concrete jungle right now. Moving on to Section 2, the Resonance Core, Decoding the Science. Okay, here's our first big piece of sci-fi tech, the memory stabilization system. The lore tells us this is a full technological prototype, originally built by a mysterious doctor to stabilize the traumatized minds of these heavily modified creatures. But, and get ready for this, the wild twist here is that this massive, world-altering prototype is currently hidden inside the bodies of kittens. No, seriously, the ultimate sci-fi MacGuffin that everyone is fighting and dying over is literally tucked away inside innocent little kittens. Talk about a crazy contrast between advanced cybernetics and pure vulnerability. But, things take a dark turn pretty quickly. The real issue is how this stabilizing system can be exploited. If the wrong people get their hands on it, it basically acts as a resonance core, unlocking the true weaponized potential of the tech. Whoever holds this core gets to control all the modified animals at the exact same time, like a giant, terrifying hive mind. And that is exactly why the villains are so absolutely desperate to hunt down these kittens. It's basically the ultimate cheat code for absolute military dominance. And if you want to know just how dangerous this research is, listen to what the original doctor said. He leaves this chilling warning for his allies. If you detect my life signs after the institution explodes, don't come looking for me. It might not be me. I mean, wow. That single line just oozes tragedy and sacrifice. It really sets this grim, heavy tone for the explosive fallout our heroes have to deal with next. Section 3, Love versus Pain, a clash of ideologies. Now, what's super interesting here is this stark, honestly disturbing contrast in ideologies. On one hand, we've got love and preservation. Our protagonists believe that love can make them remember you. They want to preserve the animal's original peaceful memories, hoping that their innate nature will naturally fight off those forced combat protocols. But on the flip side, pain and erasure. The antagonist, who goes by the father or boss, coldly claims pain can make them obey me. He's all about forcefully wiping their memories clean and implanting combat protocols to turn them into mindless soldiers. It's just a brutal clash of worldviews. To really drive home just how ruthless this guy is, get a load of this quote. "Love only creates weaklings. Go bring them over." This shows us exactly the kind of hyper-pragmatic, tyrannical mindset Leo's up against. The boss genuinely sees compassion and memory as fatal flaws, just weaknesses to be violently exploited. All right, Section 4, the climactic battle, overriding the combat protocols. Let's get into the action. Let's map out exactly how this crazy climax goes down. First, Leo and his partner launch this desperate do-or-die ambush against the boss. The boss immediately counters by unleashing these upgraded enemies, which he super smugly calls giving them a little makeover, just trying to overwhelm our heroes with sheer force. But then, Leo takes a massive gamble. Instead of just shooting back with more violence, he actually speaks directly to the mechanical animals mid-fight, using compassion to help them remember who they used to be. And finally, the Doctor's legacy pays off, and this miraculous healing light wave is deployed. It's an absolutely incredible sequence, showing how Leo uses love and memory to systematically override the enemy's programming. And then the action just goes completely off the rails. Heat, 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 heat. This repetition perfectly represents the overwhelming, explosive intensity of these final attacks. Lasers and blasts are just flying everywhere. The source material is literally screaming this word at us as the battlefield erupts into pure, unhinged cybernetic chaos. But right in the middle of all that frantic, explosive heat, we get this beautiful grounding moment. Leo, you have to remember, every mechanical animal has its original memories. Calm down, buddy. I'll help you. This quote highlights the thematic turning point of the whole fight. I mean, explosions are going off left and right, and Leo is practically disarming his heavily armored enemies with pure compassion. He's reminding them of who they were, proving right there in the dirt that the preservation of memory is way stronger than any implanted cybernetic protocol. Let's bring it home with Section 5, the ultimate power, the final stand. So, let's walk through this timeline of the frantic final moments. Minute 1, the boss arrogantly declares premature victory, loudly proclaiming himself ruler of the world. Typical villain stuff, right? But then, minute 2, Leo taps into this unknown, overwhelming power, something the enemy sensors can't even process, and it stops the boss's momentum dead in its tracks. By minute 3, total panic sets in. The boss realizes Leo is fighting like a literal monster now, and he frantically orders all his goons to abandon their rules and attack at once. Finally, minute 4, the defeated boss is so utterly terrified that he actually resorts to taking a hostage just to survive. It is such a rapid, incredibly satisfying shift from supreme arrogance to pathetic, trembling fear. Just listen to the sheer panic in this quote. The boss screams out, "What the fuck is this? What kind of power is this? Stop him." It brilliantly captures the villain's absolute shock. Whatever mysterious new power Leo just unlocked, fueled by his connection to these animals, it totally shatters the villain's illusion of control. In a matter of seconds, the entire power dynamic of this cyberpunk city is flipped entirely upside down. Which brings us to the core of this whole wild ride. Is the ultimate power found in the ruthless weaponization of nature, or in the enduring strength of original memories and love? It is the ultimate ethical debate, beautifully wrapped up in a fast-paced biomechanical brawl. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep analyzing the media you consume, keep digging into those underlying themes, and I will see you on the next deep dive.
Hello Hollywood movie story lover. Thank you for watching this movie stories and please subscribe and support your little brother. Please guys, supporting more, subscribe me. Hey YouTube, my short contribution is real, is my content, not mass content. My content is raining day. Thank you guys supporting for me.